And let me mute everybody. I should have done that first. Whew. All right. Hello, everyone. And thank you so much for bearing with us. And I am so sorry it couldn't go live on Facebook, but we'll find a way to get it on there. So thank you so much for taking the time to join us this evening. I don't need to tell you that we have a lot of problems in this world nowadays, more than ever, as far as our health and stress and things going on. And I have a few stories here that I can share with you guys. I have a few teammates that are going to share some incredible stories. And I hope that their story inspires you. And I hope that by the end of this call, you'll have the necessary information to make an informed decision that will help you solve whatever problems that keep you up at night, whatever things you worry about daily, whatever things that you just complain to your spouse or your parents or your best friend or your gym trainer, right? I truly believe that people deserve to have the best version of themselves and to live, and their family needs them to show up in the best version. And I, as someone that has not done that for a lot of years, and then all of a sudden I found a solution, there's a big difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen really quick with you guys. Let me see. Where is it? Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. That's not the right slide, but I want to do that. We'll get to that in a minute. We're here to share a beautiful company that we are all part of, and the company is called Isogenics. I hope you have heard about it, and if you haven't, well, you're in the right place to do so right now. Why is my screen share stop? There we go. I have no idea. I have all kinds of buttons and things that are showing up on here that I'm not sure what's going on. So Isogenics. What is Isogenics? Isogenics it's our most amazing company that, once again, my computer is not listening. I think it's my computer. I can't even, there we go. Company based on integrity, right? We've been around for over 18 years. And if it's not right for the customer, it's not right for the associate, it's not right for you. Our vision is that everyone deserves to experience a healthy, joyful, and abundant life. If you or someone you love does not feel like they are experiencing that, stick around. We have a solution that might forever change your life or theirs. Why Isogenics? Well, because we've been around for 18 years now. We're family owned, operating in 26 global markets. Guys, we're in 26 different countries. People all over the world. It's like, imagine being in your own home and owning a global market that is an $8 billion company, and you can be part of this as well, right? We have over 300 individuals that have earned over $1 million cumulatively with our business. We're internationally trusted and respected. We've given over $15 million to charities. But it just goes on and on and on. What do we do here? We don't make anything. We make amazing nutrition, that's for sure. We blend the best of nature and the science together, right? So we help people eat better, feel better, look better, move better, do better, right? Who do you know that would benefit from doing that? Who do you know that would benefit for the art of well-being, is what we call it. So I'm gonna skip. Today we're gonna do it a little different. We're gonna kind of go backwards, and I'm gonna start with Lisa. And Lisa is here to share her financial story. You've heard different stories about body transformation, and she'll incorporate that in the story as well. But this beautiful mother of 5, she's been with our company for a few years now, but she's also a 5-star Golden Circle, 4-star Crystal Executive. What does that mean? That means she's impacted a lot of lives. That means that because she said yes to someone that introduced her to this company, she now has a team all over the world that is doing the same. She's sharing the gift of Isogenics. She's also won Women of the Isogenics Award, Shooting Star Award. She's been in Top Achievers. I just love the bottom picture with the happy holidays. That just shows their family. And I've actually had the pleasure of meeting her and her husband. Not the kiddos yet, but she's won tons of trips is the word I was looking for, with our company as well. So Lisa, where are you, beautiful? Can you please share with the world what Isogenics has done for you?
Oh, sure, sure. Thank you so much for having me. I apologize right off the bat because it is late here on the East Coast and I am not a night owl anymore. I'm a morning farm girl now. So I apologize if my energy is lower than yours, girlfriend. So really, what Isogenics has done for our family is everything. I mean, from A to Z, from improving our health, from improving our wealth to giving us more time with our family, giving us dreams, things that we never thought were possible, to now, in this environment that we're in right now during COVID. We're self-employed, and we have a brick and mortar business as well. And during this time, we had to close our business down for approximately 6 weeks. And when you own a brick and mortar and you shut the door, you don't make any money. So Isogenics took care of us during that time. No problem, no problem. And had Isogenics not been a part of our lives, COVID-19, coronavirus, all this nonsense would have buried our family. So we are super, super grateful that we took the chance over 10 years ago now and started building this business, and really did it with integrity, did it with enthusiasm, did it with compassion, did it with passion, and did it with competition. That was really a force that drove me quite a bit, was using all of the competitions and the promotions that Isogenics launches, that really helped us launch our business. But the most notable thing that happened for us is back in 2012, I got pregnant with our twins, and we had a really rough go. The twins were born when I was only 6 months pregnant. They were born at 2 pounds, and they were in severe critical condition. And one of our children almost lost her life. During that time, we had to close the clinic again. So we didn't make any money. And we had just started Isogenics, but we had started with energy and excitement and ignorance on fire. So we shared it with everybody because we felt so damn good. And because we did that, we built a core team that started off with us, that kind of carried us through that moment in our lives. And that was it was a good year of our lives where we were in and out of hospitals. The twins were in the hospital for 4 months. I was in for 5 weeks before that. So we were taken out of the game. We weren't sharing Isogenics when we were doing that, but we were keeping our auto ships on. We were still keeping up our nutrition because we needed to be healthy for our family. And looking back in time, we actually showed up on a lot of the leaderboards during that time. We didn't even know they existed back then, but we look back and we see our names and our faces up there, and we weren't even doing anything. We were in the hospital, but our team was working because we had inspired them. We showed them what was possible. We showed them what we found, and we didn't make any qualms about it. It was something that we knew was absolutely incredible and was going to change our lives, and it absolutely did. And we thank God every day that it did. We've had so many ups and downs in our journey since then, in our life journey, I should say, not in our Isogenics journey. In our life journey, and Isogenics has been there for us every step of the way. And financial freedom is probably the best gift that this company offers. It is something that you do not expect that you need. Everybody wants it, but you never know that you need it. And we have been reminded time and time again how much we do need financial freedom. And if you are somebody who has plenty of money, or you're thinking about someone who that has plenty of money, and they just seem like these people might not want this financial opportunity because they already have enough money, well, then you're not thinking big enough. Those people, anybody who has money, can do more, can give back, can inspire others, can use that money for good in some other way, or for their rainy day, for their safety security blanket. There's you just never know when a freight train's going to come out of nowhere and smack your train off the tracks. I mean, it's happened to us countless times, and we really, really, really are so glad that we said yes to Isogenics. And from day one, we never stopped putting the products in our bodies. And I swear, if I don't think we would actually be able to do this business if these products didn't work, because you need a lot of energy to do the business, but you also have a lot of energy, and you want to give that energy to others. So it's a perfect circle. And we're just, I can't say it enough how thankful and grateful we are to be a part of Isogenics and to be here. And I'm truly blessed for the invite tonight as well to share with other people, something that might, just strike a chord, inspire, have somebody do something slightly different, or something that they haven't done yet. To rock their financial future. I mean, I'm loud and proud about the money side of this. There's so many gifts in Isogenics, but the money side, people are afraid to talk about money. People are afraid to feel good about making money. People are afraid to chase contests and make money or earn prizes, and it's nonsense. I mean, why? Just go for it. I mean, if you feel guilty about having money or earning money or winning money, give it away, but earn it, win it, get it. I think I'm done. I think I'll answer a question, but I think that's enough of my rant.
I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking the time. And I know it's past your bedtime, but you mama of 5, I know that takes a lot out of you. And I love the fact that you really put it out there for people, because you might have a business and everything is great and wonderful, and your train is just cruising down the track, and all of a sudden some dumbass decides to stop or something happens and it puts a car in front of your train and it's gonna derail it, right? I mean, whether it's humanly done, whether it's other countries done, whether Debbie's laughing. Please don't pee your pants, Debbie. She cannot stop laughing. I'm sorry, I have no filter. Did I say something wrong, Debbie?
It's Thomas, because Thomas just got hit by a train and you're killing us right now.
What? Thomas got hit by a train? Oh,
I'm so sorry. Kind of interrupt the flow there.
Lisa,
Lisa, you're
sorry, Thomas. I love you. Oh my God. Okay, well, yeah. So people get hit by trains, okay, in real life, literally and metaphorically. And, I cannot imagine what and how you could have made it through those hard times with the things that you've had to go through, both, now with COVID and with your children and, with other tragedies and things that have happened in your family. And I can totally relate. Like, I share my story all the time when my mom passed away and I was with her for months on end and I took care of her. And the day of her funeral, my phone goes ding, you got paid thousands of dollars. And I'm like, I got paid to stay home with my mom and share every single second of her life on this planet. And it wouldn't have happened without Isogenics. And your story is very similar. I mean, you couldn't have been the mom for your children like you could, like you have been, and you couldn't. And there's so many other moms out there. Like I can't, I'm just like, my heart is just, there's so many moms out there that don't have a clue, or they're searching and they're on their knees praying, like I know you and I were, right? And so many of us, and we're praying for a solution, and we're just, there is one, and you're living proof of that. And I know I asked her, I said, so what's your millionaire number earlier? And she goes, I'm not there yet. And I said, come up with one, earn it, own it, it's yours. And why not you? Why not me? Why not anyone else? And it's the same compensation plan and it's the same product. And can you just, I know you gotta go, but can you tell me a little bit about physical transformation with Isogenics? Because I know you've had a physical transformation, and ta-da, what just happened to me when you did put the whole system in your body?
Absolutely. I want to back up for 2 seconds too, and just because I know you asked me this question too, and I used to get embarrassed about this question, but you asked me what degrees or special skills I had, if any, and I don't know if I wrote none or NA, but I don't have a degree. I did not finish college. I have no special training. I've never done network marketing. All I have is an extreme excitement for what I'm doing, and that did start with my physical transformation. When we first started, we started on just isogenesis, so we had no clue that there was any other products. We had no clue that this was a network marketing company. We knew nothing, but we put isogenesis in our bodies and we lit the F up. It was amazing. So from there, we found the 30-day system. I went on it. I went from a size 8 to a size 2. I released 20 pounds, and every single person that saw me was like, "What are you doing? And give it to me right now." And that along with a couple of meetings that we were doing on a regular, launched our business like you read about. It was, you gotta eat the products. You gotta be a product of the product. You gotta experience it. You gotta feel it. You don't have the ISA glow. You don't have the ISA high. You don't have any of that. You're not gonna be building a good business, because you're not living it. You gotta live it. Plain and simple.
You got to be a product of the product. So, and you're definitely a product of the product, physically, mentally, spiritually. I mean, obviously you're and financially. So hashtag goals. Everyone should have those goals to do better, to feel better, right? To live better.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so grateful for you taking the time. I love you, and I know without a doubt you've impacted some lives that people you haven't even met yet. So thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and good night from the East
Have
Coast.
a great evening. I know we're all on different time zones, guys, so bear with us. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen once again. Guys, I'm not gonna make it all bigger because so the question is, are you living your ideal life? Like, she wasn't living her ideal life. She was living a life, and then the train came. I'm sorry, Thomas, I love you. I'm sorry. But life happens, and then things happen, and you don't realize that you might not be prepared for it, right? So, we have solutions for weight loss, for, to improve your finances, obviously. We all have different resolutions. So whatever whether it's a New Year resolution or a new month resolution, or just, I'm going to start today, draw the line, I'm not waiting for January 1st, right? What was your resolution in the beginning, or when you started? When was the last resolution you had? Was it to lose weight? Was it to improve your finances? Was it to get a job or better job? Was it to eat healthier or to manage stress better? Well, we got you all covered, guys. So how would you like to eat better, feel better, look better, move better, do better? And with that in mind, I'm going to bring up this incredible woman. I could have had like 20 slides with her pictures on here, but so she just told us she is 50. I wrote this down because I couldn't believe it. So 57, right? She's 57 years young, right? She has an incredible experience in the professional training, obviously medical exercise specialist, post-rehab tech. She's a kettlebell sport world champion, record holder. Come on, guys, we have a world record holder in the house. And she's also 6 times gold medalist for, Team USA, right? And she's part of Team Isogenics. So this woman can kick anyone's ass, if you ask me. That's just me saying it. I don't know. What do you think about it? So Valerie, beautiful. Can you let us know what Isogenics has done for you?
You better believe I can. Thank you so much for having me as a guest. It's wonderful to be with everybody. And I have to say, when I listen to other people's story, it takes me back to the very beginning. I wanted to prove it wrong. There's something inside of me that I knew better, and I didn't want to have anything to do with it. And it was once and it was twice and it was the third time I heard about it, and it was from a client. And I said, I better take a look at this and do this. So I got on the 30-day system, and it couldn't have come at a better time because I was burnt out. I couldn't get out of bed in the morning to do the enthusiastic thing that I do with people and run around the park at 5:30 a.m. And in 3 days, my energy came back like that. And in 2 weeks, 3 inches came off my waist. And I was supposed to be the picture of health. So from there on, I mean, there wasn't a ton of products in 2009 when I came on board. But for the things that I had, I went out to Central Park and grabbed an Ice of Delight, and Want More Energy was Hydrate at the time. And I ran a half marathon in record time. So the proof was always in the products, and then getting on the 30-day system and standing up there and saying to everybody, okay, let's see what happens to me. And when people saw it, I didn't have anything much to say, but take this. You know, it was easier than, here, just take this stuff. So I have a very large clientele, and they do respect me. And, you know, seeing people's troubles where they'd be following all the nutrition advice, and then all of a sudden, it wouldn't work anymore. So that I always struggled with, and I was actually bitter. But once Isogenics came along, that was taken away. I mean, we moved like $10,000 in the first month in retail, because that's all I knew how to do. It was like, okay, here, order it, buy it. From there, I mean, my nephew in 2012 was an Isobody Challenge finalist. So I sent him a one-way ticket from Hawaii to New Jersey in November. He arrived, I left a note on the counter with a shake. I said, here, drink this and meet me at the gym. And so we attacked it, and was Greg Coleman, and we came in as one of 4,000 entries. But the funny thing to me, a learning experience in that regard, was I was doing the exact same thing that he was doing, and I was becoming leaner, meaner, stronger, and insanely capable. So I would always push the products. I mean, I was always trying to prove it again. So the biggest thing was, once I did a kettlebell competition on a Saturday with my first entry into 24 kilogram kettlebell, which is 54 pounds. The next day I signed up for a Spartan Super, which I said, I'm going to have to do this because I committed to doing it. So I did that the next day. I came in third in my age group. And then the next day I came home from the Spartan and played soccer goalie. Then the next day at 5:30 on Monday morning, I got up and I was running around the park with people. And I really literally had to say stop, because this is humanly impossible. And again, just from there on, and with the expansion of Amped, my goal was to compete with the Russians, as I do in kettlebell sport. So it coincided in 2010 for the first time I stepped on the platform, and I started taking Isogenics, saying, I want to see how well I can do at this, and my, aspirations were to go to the top. But meanwhile, these kids, they're half my age. So I got up on the platform, and the greatest accolade was standing side by side with the top Russian one year and coming in basically second to her, but I was edged out from second and actually achieved third because the girl who was a junior just did a little bit better than me, but I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. And I'll tell you, I wouldn't be standing on my legs at this point, let alone hoisting a kettlebell over my head. Then I started to do multiple lifts, and one day went out to Michigan. We were having a competition. I said, all right, I'm going to go for this record. What is it? 113. And it was when Amped came out. And the weird thing about Amped and Nox on top of the E-Shot was each thing contributed differently. Like the E-Shot made us finish quicker. I said, oh, that's pretty cool. So we're, accelerating the pace. Then Amped came along, and the burn and the pain and the discomfort was gone. And I had to think about it, because usually I'd be stopping myself. I said, you have to keep going because there's nothing stopping you. And then when Nox came along, that's it, hands down. All of the things that would be a concern of an athlete are taken off the board. There's no concerns. The only thing that stops you is in your head. So I just got up there and I would laugh more than I would panic when I would step on the platform. And I'm the oldest woman in the professional category that achieved Master of Sport with that 24 kilogram kettlebell. And I keep pushing myself because I can, so I can't stop. And then in regard to my health, I couldn't get, again, off my back when I first started this, but one day, about 4 years ago, I was visiting with my sister in the hospital and she had pneumonia. Now, true story, and I could kick myself, but I will tell this from the standpoint of not being stupid anymore. They told me when visiting her, put on a mask, and I said, no. So I sat with her for hours and hours and hours and went out to New Year kickoff, came back, got off the plane, had a blizzard and a snowstorm, shoveled snow, did my set. I got pneumonia. And I was really pissed. And I got sent to the hospital. And while in the hospital, on my back, I'm not allowed to work and train people. I don't get paid. Isagenix hit the highest level at that point in my business when I was laid up. So, I mean, that was an incredible gift, miracle, couldn't have been better timing. And I can't help but always exude it, talk about it, and be the product of the products. Absolutely. And I have about, 12,000, nearing 13,000 people in my team internationally. And a lot of them with me for a long time from 2009. So people stick to it. And it's important for the fitness industry to become acquainted with this because there's never been like the IsoBody Challenge. You've never had something like this to offer to people in the industry because people can get paid to get in shape. And then you can put on a whole challenge and not lay out a penny and advertise the fact that you're going to give away millions, and you're not going to give it away if you're the gym owner. So from that aspect, and again, if you can get someone's attention and they're open enough, but still, it's just like anybody else, whether you're a mechanic or whether you're in the industry, nobody has a one-up. It's just catching people at the right time in their lives. I mean, I was in a different network marketing company before this, and I was in it for mostly the nutrition, and it didn't work. I was pretty damn upset because when I got on the glucosamine from Isagenix and the pain, I have a torn meniscus. They told me never to run again. I've run 3 half marathons. So that stuff entirely and absolutely works. Absolutely, pain cream and the glucosamine. You can't live without it if you've got any joint issues. So as far as it goes with striving and driving for more, we're still young. We haven't even scratched the surface yet. We have so much going for us with the magnitude of all of the things that we have available to us and the resources and I had internet. That was the most I had when we started. We didn't have websites. The age shows when you start to talk about that stuff. So it's phenomenal. You can just click, everything is turnkey and ready and made for us. So thankful for that. I will always, always for the rest of my life be on Isagenix and an ambassador, especially as an athlete, keep pushing it to the limits always.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, your story is incredible. And I can't help but think about where would you now be if not for Isagenix? She's rolling her eyes at me like,
I will also tell you, I had 2 businesses, brick and mortar, that thank goodness once the leases expired, I was like, no more of that. Learning experience, but that's about it. Never again.
Well, and I think as a trainer, whether it, professional trainer, you the better results your clients have, the more recommend you're in a referral business. So hey, you look great. Who hooked you up? Oh, she did, right? Not you're the legal drug dealer. the legal good stuff. I mean, I always get people asking me, is this stuff legal? Like, is it really like? because you drink it for a few days, just like you said, within a week, you're like, what the heck is in this, and it's
Oh, yeah.
illegal. And it's just, and I love how you're talking about, being on the podium with the Russians, because I've heard, and Jim Coover talk about how he, went and hired the Russian scientists after the revolution, right? To bring us the adaptogens that are in the e-shot and all the stuff that, in the ionics, to help our bodies feel better, which is, it used to be their secret. Now it's their secret upgraded, by us.
Right.
So
When I learned about that, it made so much sense. And more, it kept putting me at ease. And the fear of failure, like I failed a lot. I went on the platform hundreds of times, but I was always trying to figure out technique and things like that. But then once it became, so to speak, comfortable, and I mean, I was recovered, insanely recovered. I'm still recovered. It's kind of weird because I forget that people don't feel like this. But yeah, I mean, I've done things where like back-to-back lifting. When I was in Latvia, they changed the sequence and they're calling me. I was up on the podium getting a medal and then they're going, come on, you got to go lift. And I said, really? And I just drank another shot and I went up there. And I'll tell you, if anyone could have OD'd on the products, I wouldn't be sitting here.
living proof that there's no such thing. Got it. So
All safe.
I mean, guys, whoever invited you to this, I just got to put this out there. This is, get back to the person that invited you here, right? Get back to them and they can send you a lot more information about the products, about, the e-shots, about the comp plan, about all of that stuff. But I know that there's a lot of athletes out there. There's a lot of athletes, and I know you kind of hit it, but I want you to kind of just, if you could look the old you in the eye, the you before isogenics, right? And give yourself an advice, because there's so many other old yous out there, right? That have not said yes to isogenics yet. So if you could look at the old Valerie and say, okay, girl, I got something for you, what would you say?
I'd say persistence, and really the question of, are you open? Are you open to looking, trying, or putting it to the test? I mean, I was going to prove it wrong. I did it on behalf of someone else, and one of my clients, I was really upset because I had all the nutritional information. She had a master's in nutrition, and we would lose a pound, gain 2, lose 2, gain 1. It was a disaster. She had every gamut of tests run, and then her friend sent her the box, and I said, I don't know anything about it, just be careful. Then even when she told me she lost weight, I go, yeah, that's nice. Because I failed her. So someone has to have that personal experience, the feeling, the sensation, putting it to the test and seeing the evidence. So they've got to be open enough to take that first step. And like, I was amazed at Lisa's that she said she came in with isogenesis. Wow. And, but I was running around like with a chocolate.
Oh,
and
no,
energy
she
going,
ordered her
"Hey,
box
this is
right
amazing
away.
stuff."
Like not long after she ordered her box, because she's like, okay, well, this
Right.
makes me feel good. It's kind of like it's like, this made me feel good. What else do they have?
Right.
And went on the back office and got, started ordering everything and then some.
Right. And so finding and zeroing in on what's going to be appropriate for someone, because we would lead, and I was just a 30-day system. That's how I started. That's what we had. It was just the dawn of the 30-day system. After the 9-day, I came in right when they had brought in ionics, and the chocolates had just come on board too.
Yeah. So you got to see them walk, on top of an elephant in Vegas, was it? On stage, right? Coming on stage on the elephant. I heard about it. I wasn't there, but like, only isogenics has those kind of entrances, right? Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your wisdom and your knowledge. And I know there's so many athletes out there that deserve to fuel their body like this and heal their body. And, I love how you said, it's like, your soreness is gone. You have a better attitude, you feel better, you're stronger, you're better. I mean, come on, like in 3 days, you running marathons, you're doing all those things. And it's like, oh my gosh. I am not an athlete, so I couldn't relate, and I couldn't, if I go and I talk to an athlete, it's like, hey, it's like, oh yeah, you should try our, amp line, and they'll be like, are you trying it? I'm like, yeah, I drank it a few times when I went to work out and I lifted, my 5-pound dumbbell, right? It's completely different, but I have a transformation for weight loss in a completely different, I'm, mother of 5 and let's kick some butt. So we all have a story, and our stories matter. I mean, I guess that's what I'm getting to. So your story matters, and your story will impact so many other athletes out there. And I am so grateful for you for taking the time, and congratulations, and keep going. And I cannot wait to see you at an event soon, hopefully, since NYKO is
a lot
going
of
to be
it's
virtual.
online now, but that's what keeps us striving.
Thank you. I appreciate you, and I am so grateful for
You're
you
very
taking
welcome.
the time.
I appreciate being on. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Guys, wait, that's not the right one. So let me do this, make it bigger, right? Why do our products work, right? Because we combine the best of nutrition. We're backed by science. So imagine thinking in like getting, the best of nature with the best that science has to offer and combine that. It's like the best baby in the world, not nutrition and science, right? So we're backed by science, nutritionist approved, responsible sources, anti-nature whey protein. We also have plant-based line as well, which I totally love. All natural ingredients, gluten-free. This is why the stuff works, right? They've done all the work for us. All we have to do is just put this stuff in our bodies. So I'm just gonna jump in, you need to get back to the person that invited you here, because they care enough about you. They took the time to let you know that we have something to offer, right? You heard 2 incredible stories, just one amazing athlete and one amazing mom, right? That ordinary at one point, right? They're just ordinary people, just like you. They went the extra mile, right? They became extraordinary. They became difference makers. They're making a difference not only in their lives, but in the lives of people they love and people they meet everywhere they go, right? They have different results, different goals. What is your goal? What is the one burning desire that you have that you would love to achieve in your life, right? We have one system. We have more than one system, but we have one company that provides the best systems so you guys can get the results that you desire. Here's what I know. People you have not yet met are struggling with problems that you just found out that we have a solution for. We're on a mission to change lives. You heard 2 lives that were changed. You hear lives every week since the beginning of the year. We've been doing this, and we're gonna keep going. Why not yours? Your life matters. Your life matters. I don't care if you don't believe that. We believe in you, right? So when you invest in your health, it's never wasted. Put this stuff in your body. Get back to the person that invited you. And before you know it, you will too feel amazing. You get your sexy back, or you get your money back. Or you get your sexy back, and then you get money for sharing your sexy with other people. That didn't come out right. I'll take that back. That did not come out right. But you know what I mean, right? So what problem is stopping you? No, there's not a problem. The only thing stopping you really right now, because there is a solution, it's your noggin right there. And that's where we come here. That's what we're here for. We're here to guide you, to bridge that gap between, can I do this? Is this the right thing for me? I don't know how to go. I don't know where to do it. I don't know how. I don't know. Whatever I don't know you have in your mind, we have the solution. So thank you so much for taking the time. Get back to the person that invited you here, and you too can have a transformation that will impact lives